Hello, students. So, how are you all? So, I welcome you all. So, my name is Aditya Jain from Ask IITians, and today we are going to start a new chapter of your grade 6, which is motion, measurement, and distances. Okay. So, if I talk about the part measurement, first of all, we are concerned with the part measurement, then we'll see the part motion. Okay. So, if I talk about previous ages or the long time ago, we use some modes of transport. Yes or no? Because if I talk about long time ago, we used to travel with our feet only. Yeah, we used to walk. Then we develop a technology known as boats. Yeah, we develop boats to travel in the water. Yeah, after that we were using some animals, or simply we were carrying some weights on our back and moving on the road. So that was the transport of or means of transport we were using. But as the time flies, technology came. But as the time flies, technology came, just like we have developed a technology called wheel. So after that, we were carrying or using the technology of wheel to carry the loads or to carry the people from one place to another place. If I gave you example about bullock cart, we started our journey with bullock cart. Then we, after the 19th century, we have developed technology like motor vehicles. Yeah. Now today we have developed aeroplanes, spacecrafts. So now the modes of transport has been changed from time to time. Yeah. So that's the development in the modes of transport. Okay. So today we are going to study these first modes of transport then. Okay. So this is the chapter motion and measurement of distances. Okay. So see, first of all, we are concerned with measurement of distances. First of all, we'll cover the topic measurement of distances. So first, see what we are going to study. We are going to cover this topic in this class known as measurement methods, which are known as measurement methods. Yeah. Then we'll see standard units of measurement. Then we'll see how to measure lengths correctly, and then how to measure a length along a curved line. So basically, this lecture is all about measurement portion. Okay. So now let's start the lecture. That's what I told you, because if I go with the timeline of transport, we are basically concerned with modes of transport we have been using from time to time. So first we started with boats, I told you. Then after the time flies, we simply if I tell you, in the previous time we were using simple log of wood, which is having a hollow cavity, and then we used to travel on them on the sea. Yeah. After that, we developed the technology of joining different pieces of wood and giving them different shapes like boats. So that's where the development of boat had started. After that, we developed the technology of wheel. So after that wheel, we were using that wheel in a bullock cart or in car, any type of transport. Yeah. Now after that, horses will come. Horses, we were using horses for traveling. After that, there were hot air balloons. We all know hot air balloons. They are the air transport, air means of transport basically. The first advantage or first revolution in the transport was the development of steam engine. Steam engine, or you can see the steam engine uses the technology of wheel again. Yeah. Then there comes the motorized ships having motor, boats having motor. Then we using the cycles also, bicycles also. This is a steam engine, and right now the latest development is automobiles, motor car. Okay. So that is the timeline of transport, that from time to time we were gaining some technology of transport, starting from our feet just walking. And now if I talk about today's time, we are using spacecrafts, rockets. Yeah. So we are even having reaching the space also. Yeah. So now the technology has developed so much as far as this century is concerned. Okay. Now see, basically there are three means of transport we use. First is on land, which we use to travel on land from one place to another place. Another modes of transport is sea, or you can say water. You can say water mode of transport. And the third one is on air. Yeah, in air we used to travel. These are the basic examples of land transport. We use bus, we use cars, we use trolleys, we use engines or trains. So they all are examples of modes of transport on land. Now talking about sea, we use boats, some more technological boats. Yeah, these are the ships, and these are the simple design boats. Basically, boats and ship are the means of transport on sea. Now today, if I talk about latest technology, there are submarines. Yeah, there are submarines also which move inside the surface of water. Yeah, or inside the water, submarines. So they are also categorized under water modes of transport. Now concerned about air, we have helicopters, We have aeroplanes, we have hot air balloons, and the latest one is the rockets or satellites we use to travel in air. Okay, so now the aeroplane has become the most popular means of transport because it requires less time to travel from one place to another place. Okay, so this was the timeline of modes of transport which you were using. Because if I give you some examples, suppose during your summer holidays, some of you might travel to your relatives. So some might travel by bus, some will take a train, some will take a ship, or some will take an aeroplane. So all of you are using different modes of transport for traveling from one place to another place. Yes or no? You are using different modes of transport for traveling from one place to another place. Okay. Now talking about measurement. What is the need of measurement basically? Because we are concerned with measurement in this lecture. So first of all, measurement. Okay. Suppose if you want to go from your home to your school or some marketplace. So how will you decide which mode of transport should you take? Either you can walk, either you can walk, or either you can take a bus, either you can take a train, or if you are moving from one city to another city, you can take a aeroplane also or a flight also. Yeah. So who is deciding that which mode of transport we have to use? There is something known as length. There is something known as length, or you can say the distance. Suppose if you have to go suppose a much smaller distance, if I say, so you can prefer walking or just taking a bus, local bus. But yeah, if you have to cover a larger distance, you have to use that train or aeroplane. So the distance, or I can say the length which you have to travel, will decide the mode of transport which you are going to take. Okay, that's why this term which is known as measurement is necessary in our daily life, that we have to measure that length. Yeah, getting my point? You have to decide that length, that how is the measurement of that length, and on the basis of that length or measurement, you will decide which mode of transport you are going to use for your journey. Okay, so suppose in the school time we have done one activity. Suppose this is a table. This is a table in the school, and you want to measure the length of this table. You want to measure the length of this table. Okay, so suppose there are 50 students in class, and if I say you have to measure the length of the table with the hand span, everyone must use their hand span to calculate the length of the table. Okay, or you can use another method, that you can use I say volleyball or your cricket bat. Suppose I'm using a cricket bat and a base. So what I'll do, I'll align cricket bat like this, and I'll align bales like this, and I will measure how many cricket bats and bales are required to get this complete measurement of the length of the desk. Suppose I am getting the length of the desk as 2 complete bat lengths and 2 bales. So this is the length I have measured. Yeah. Suppose there was another person or another student in the class which has different bat, So he is answering me that the length of the desk is 3 bats complete length and 1 bales. So see, there is some difference in measurement. Yeah, there is some difference in measurement. Yeah, because everybody has different kinds of measurement, because I have some other bat and the other person should have another bat. So the length can vary. Yeah, so the length can vary. So the measurement can vary according to the size of bat or bales which you are using. So it depends upon the measurement method you are using. Suppose I am saying just calculate with the hand span, but it is also convenient or prevalent that the hand span of different students will be different. Yes or no? The hand span of different students will be different, because it is by birth. Everyone has just some different measurement of this hand. Yeah. So someone will answer, I'm getting 3 hand span. I'm getting 2 hand span. So the answer will be confusing. So basically, how you measure, if I go about measurement, there is 2 things involved in measurement. One is this 3. So 3 is the number which is showing the magnitude, and hand span is something known as unit. Hand span is something known as unit, which you are using to measure the length or width of anything. Yeah. In this case also, this 2 is the number and bat is the unit which you are using. Okay. Someone will say width of the table with my elbow, this length from my tip of the finger to my elbow. So he'll answer me like, sir, we are getting 2 elbow length of the table. So what is this 2 elbow length? 2 is the number or magnitude, and this elbow length is the unit. So in the measurement, 2 things are required, this number or magnitude, and the second thing which is unit. Okay. So this is why the need of measurement is there, to decide how much larger or smaller is the length of any object, or you can say any journey from one place to another place. Getting my point? Okay. So now, how do people know how far they have traveled? This is the question, that how do people know how far they have traveled? So the answer of this question is the measurement. You have to measure that distance you have traveled, then only you will be able to answer how far or how small you have traveled from one place to another place. Okay. So this is the thing, that measurement is very important in day-to-day life, because you have to know that how far or how small you have traveled from one place to another place. So to get that idea, you need something called as measurement. Okay. So what does the basic meaning of measurement says? Measurement means the comparison of an unknown quantity with some known quantity. If I go back with the previous example, the known quantity to us was the hand span, and we were comparing the unknown quantity, which was the length of the table, with that known quantity of hand span. So I was saying I am getting the length of table as 3 hand spans, suppose 1, 2 and 3. So the known quantity here, or the standard quantity, is the hand span, and the unknown quantity was there is the table length. So you are just comparing the unknown quantity table length with the known quantity hand span. That is known as measurement. So whenever you are measuring some quantity or some length or some distance, what you are doing, you are basically comparing the unknown quantity which you want to know with some known quantity which you already know. That known quantity can be anything. That known quantity can be anything. It can be bat length. It can be elbow length. Yeah. It can be hand span also. It can be elbow length also. It depends upon your measurement. Okay. So the known fixed quantity, this known fixed quantity which I was taking as hand span, is known as the unit. And the result of a measurement is expressed in 2 parts. So one part is a number, and the other part is the unit of the measurement. That's I told you, suppose 2 elbow length. So in 2 elbow length measurement, 2 is the number, and the other part is the elbow length, which is the unit. So this is the unit and this is the number. So measurement is combination of 2 things, number and unit. That number will give you the magnitude, and unit will give you the fixed quantity which you have taken to make the measurement. Okay, clear?